All right.
I don't know. Yeah, we should be good now.
Let's get some of this Gose in you.
Well, where are we, and what are we doing, Bob?
Jammer. All right, so
This is the third.
well, normally we start out just kind of casually talking, then we'll get into. Well, go ahead. You lead it. You're the pit master, pit lord,
shit master.
Holy mackerel!
Well, it's very.
That has a defined. Yeah, that has a defined taste.
Sea salt and coriander, huh?
Go ahead, taste it.
I'm covered in pork guts and charcoal.
This ale was brewed with hand-harvested sea salt and is best served in a glass. Well, we're drinking out of a can. They can deal with it.
Well, that's interesting.
Holy mackerel, that's salty.
Yeah.
That's the saltiest Gose I've had yet.
It tastes like it was made with salt water.
It tastes like seawater, yeah. Yeehaw. Wow. I just took them out of the fridge, and I feel like they warmed up very quickly.
Yeah.
They were in the fridge since what? At least 2 hours, and we bought them from the fridge.
Yeah, we bought them from in a fridge.
They were only out the fridge for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, something like that.
And I already feel warm.
It's all right. It's not that warm.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because of the salt. It doesn't get as cold. But it doesn't.
Let's think
Chemically, it
about that.
doesn't make sense because it would get colder.
So what are we doing here today, Chip?
Well, like, what do we got in the pit today?
Yeah. Hey, let's see what we got in the grill today.
So we have one big, it's like 3.7, 3.9 pound chuck roast. And then behind it, I have a baby back.
Well, I call it a Charles roast
Oh, okay.
because we're not like that really close. So
Okay.
I call him by his legal given name, his
Legal.
Christian name, if you will.
I see.
Yeah, Charles roast,
And then one tiny baby back set of pork ribs.
which I still learned no reasons why they don't have.
Oh, I was
beef
just-
baby backs.
I don't know. It's just not a thing. They just don't call it that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
weird.
I don't
Man.
know. So there's pork spare, and then there's like, you can get St. Louis style ribs, and then there's
St.
baby
Louis.
back. Yeah, well, whatever you want, my
I
friend.
think. If anybody's wondering, these are drips of condensation. There's not pee.
I'm peeing.
No, his is pee,
Yeah.
but mine are not pee. And we're out here on this overcast. Today's a Saturday. We're normally barbecuing on a Sunday, but today's Saturday.
Yeah, because tomorrow's Father's Day.
Yeah.
And
So it's a day for fathers.
well, actually, I'd be barbecuing, but I have to work in the morning, so.
And what time did you put this on?
Well, because we went to Other Half today, this morning.
TM.
Dink. I had to start late, so we got home. It was like almost 12 o'clock, and then I had to light everything up. And by the time I actually got meat on, it was like 1:12, 1:15, something like that.
And what time is it now?
5:58. So
That's-
I've been frantically working since
Yeah.
then. You would think that it wouldn't be that frantic. This does all the work, but like.
Well, when you're doing other things, you know what I mean?
I'll
Like
take a
you-
screenshot of you could see the temperature.
No, yeah. You can throw that up.
Yeah.
Because it's easy if you're just sitting here hanging out every so often. Well, not easy, but you know what I mean. It's not as frantic.
Yeah.
If you're just walking over, check the temperature, add a coal. But when you're like living the rest of your life, running errands, yada, yada, yada.
Right.
I would imagine the stress is there. Like, gotta get home to the smoke.
Yeah, like we were just out. We had to go pick up stuff, and I forgot the fucking beef broth, and now I gotta go back out to the supermarket again. The one thing I really needed from the supermarket,
Yeah.
we forgot.
People are gonna be like, oh man, you smell like Gose. What brewery is it from? And you will say,
Sixpoint.
and what was the name of the beer?
Jammer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like me to read you the little description?
Sure.
The Schweet
Schwar?
or Schwet?
Schwet.
S
Sweet.
SCHWEAT. Yeah, the Schweet.
Yeah, because it's like sweet, but it's like sweet.
The rhythmic rocking, and that aroma. We're talking about the ebb and flow of tides here. So it's a little sex joke. All right. That glorious brine, gnarly waves shooting off mist, just tangy enough to tingle the taste buds. Jammer, let her rip.
Nice. And for those wondering, I'm not trying to get a smoky aroma to my beer. I'm looking at the temperature on my phone, and I'm just kind of playing with the vents a little bit to get the temperature where I want.
Just to get a base.
Yeah, and it's hot because this is all metal, and so I'm just using my beer to control it.
It's like windy suddenly for absolutely no reason.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
I hope it doesn't sound windy on the mic for you guys. I mean,
No, we don't have the dead kitten.
we don't have it set up right now.
No.
I didn't think it was windy. I feel like as soon as we started, then it got windy. There must be like some more storm brewing or whatever.
Yeah. So when I started today, at like 1 o'clock, it was raining when we got home, and it was just drizzling. I'm like, all right, fuck it. And then once I started putting the rub on the meat, and I was actually ready to put it on the grill, everything was lit. It started fucking downpouring.
Yeah, that was kind of.
And so you're doing under the tarp thing over here. First of all, that tarp is now this wide.
Yeah,
because
it's
it's been
kinda
blown
a little
over, and you
mangly.
failed to tie it down.
Yeah.
And because it pools like that, it was just dripping directly in one stream onto the fucking
But was
kettle.
it consistent?
Yes.
All right. Well, at least it's consistent. Jim, you need to set up a system of micro gutters,
Yeah.
so that way the water you could use.
And
it
so
for
in the
something.
pouring rain, I had to wheel this thing over, and I don't know if they can see in frame. I had it halfway in the garage, so it was just barely inside, trying not to hotbox the garage.
Yeah,
too
I took
much.
some video of it. You'll see what it looked like when it was raining. But Jim, why is it that every time when we go to other half, it's shitty out?
I don't know. It's some sort of weird conspiracy.
We've only been 2 times, admittedly, but the 2 times it's been like this, overcast and drippy.
Well, and the one time before that we wanted
we
to
got
go,
rained
it
out.
was also rained out. Yeah.
It's bad Saturdays.
I don't know. Yeah, it's like every weekend it's raining.
So we got
Because wasn't it raining last weekend too?
yeah, or something.
I'm pretty sure it was.
So at other half, we'll put up pictures. We got the double dry hop cabbage, double dry hop broccoli, and the double dry hop Superillo,
yeah.
which is made with Amarillo hops. And we got our DDH cabbage Tiku glasses.
Tiku.
Our first Tiku. We're so grown up now. We're such established beermen. And what I thought was really cool, but I'm kind of a little. I like doing the trades through like Instagram and doing it over the mail. But in person, it's a little intense for me. Right now.
Yeah, those
I don't
people
feel
that are
confident
slinging
in it.
and slanging online, it's kind of a little, I don't know, it's
You
weird.
have to be, like, we're not even deep enough. You have
no,
to know, like,
people
everything
are
you're dealing
bringing,
with.
like, 30 beers with them to this beer release just to trade.
To trade. Yeah. I mean, which is
and
really
then
cool.
buying, like, actually, like, 100 beers.
Well, trading in person has got to be the best way to do it.
Yeah.
No shipping. You get it. You
Yeah.
could say, like, oh, I don't know, da.
Certainly, and you know when you go to another half release that they're also going to have... First of all, if you've been before, you know people are trading.
Yeah.
And even if it's your first time, you know that those people that are there are into the same,
Yeah.
you know,
Well, here's what you
deep in
do.
the craft.
If you're
so-
going to go, you could look on the Instagram posts for the beers coming out or whatever the most recent ones, and they'll put posts, like, in line for trade.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. If you want to know the lingo, if let's say you don't know, FT is for trade, right?
I thought
The
it was
beers
like fuck Target.
No, yeah, well, yeah, could be. ISO, in search of. IP, in person.
Yep.
I don't think they say in line for IL. It just says in line.
Yeah.
We're not pros, but
Yeah.
Bearman, how sour would you say that this Gose is?
Not very sour.
Not very, right?
Well, we had... What was the sour that you had last night at that bar? Was it a burial? Or was it...
I had a sour last night.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yes. You got a sour and it wasn't that sour.
Oh,
I don't remember who made it.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember now.
Because I remember I got a burial. I don't remember the name of it, but it was a honey saison. And it was like pretty good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed
Shit,
it.
What did I get?
I don't remember who it was
Can't
from,
remember,
but
yeah.
it was a barrel-aged sour, and it was like the least sour that I've
And
ever
not
had.
very-
It was really interesting.
Not very aged either.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal with that was.
No, wasn't like. So, can you have a dark sour that isn't barrel aged, or is that what gives it the darkness? Now I don't know.
Good question.
Or is it the malt?
Maybe.
Yeah, somebody let us know if you know what you're doing with your stouts. Let us know in the comments. Or, I mean, we should probably Google it, but it's more fun
Yeah.
learning from, the people,
The community.
our peoples out there. Oh, I'd like to give a shout out to everyone that's been watching these videos. We got a lot of great comments from people.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it, and we're having a lot of fun doing this because we literally would be doing this anyway.
Yeah, so we might as well record it if people are going to watch
yeah.
it.
We've been having the same conversations.
Yeah.
Probably more talk about Red Lobster.
Yeah, if you could just not talk about Red Lobster so much. I don't understand it.
I didn't hear anybody complain about my Red Lobster story.
I didn't hear anyone, like, I don't even know what.
Yeah, well,
No
people
one said anything about it.
People just like, oh,
People are probably
what's
just
the
at
barbecue?
home on their own, shaking their heads, like, why is this guy talking
Why?
about
They're
Red
fast.
Lobster?
They're fast forward jumping.
Yeah,
Probably.
probably.
Yeah. But you know what? I need to do that I didn't do last time. More length of the afterwards finished food, like a food porn.
Yeah.
Because I went pretty quick, and then I realized afterwards, like, oh yeah, that was actually.
So maybe bring the camera with you when we go to
Yeah.
Mom's, because
Yeah.
it's gonna rest on the way. So
Yeah.